tapped in. We tapped in. It's a lot going on. It's Young, the one who do it. Numbers don't lie. That's the movement. Now let's get to it. It's a lot going on in the world of 50 Cent. He's doing a lot of trolling. He's doing a lot of rapping too. We didn't think he was going to get to the bars, but he's dropping songs, just not to one person. There's only one person that he's not responding to. And it seems like it's Papoose. Papoose is the only person that he's not sending no shots back to. I guess he doesn't respect Papoose. He said, you got to drop a hit, boy. You got to make a hit. For me to respond to you, for me to care about what you're talking about, you need a hit. I seen him put up the meme, 25 years, one rapper, 25 years, no hits, 0 hits equals Papoose, that's crazy work. But it's getting even crazier now because homie's talking about he got footage of Claressa Shields cheating on Papoose. Papoose seems like he just can't hold the chick down, man. Feel bad for the guy, you know what I'm saying? He dropped all them bars to 50 Cent. And now this nigga's like, yo, I'm just gonna show that your chick is not faithful, man. That's it. I'm not responding with no song. But I'm not gonna hold y'all too long, man. We're gonna get right into this footage. We're gonna go through everybody's footage, man. We're gonna see what's going on, and we're gonna react to it.
What's happening? See, I've been trying to spare you, Clarissa. Even when motherfucker Geisha 305, I put that shit up there, I told her that shit down. But see, with a real, see, I'm from Crete, I'm from Miami, right? We don't talk about what we do and how we do shit, right? But me and my dog 5 was already on the phone before I even talked to you. He told me that, man, boy, just play, man, just dumb that shit down. That's why I said my dog petty ass Jackson. Because he told me to play it like that, and I was gonna play it like that and play dumb, and I don't want to respond, I don't even play with the internet. But since you want to phone calls, guess what? I'm finna release all this footage. Yeah, that's right. I said I'm finna release the footage, man. Yeah. On Christmas, I was inside the crib. When you was on FaceTime, Papoose, I got the video. When she FaceTiming you, guess what? I'm sitting right there in the living room at the same chair that I helped her get for her homewarming gift. That bed, I picked out that bed. The bed with the TV.
Can you be a traveler quitting?
My bad, y'all. I still haven't got the YouTube premium. Might have to get to that song, but let's get back.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Listen, y'all, shit just got real in the controversy involving Papoose versus 50 Cent. Okay, as we all know, yesterday, Papoose released his 50 Cent diss record titled Agent Provocateur. Okay, 5 minutes worth of bars going at 50 Cent. Now, since its release, Fifth, he's made several posts, okay? You know, for whatever reason, he does what he does best. He trolls, sending shots at both Papoose and Clarissa. But he's also responded to Pap's diss by saying, listen, you don't have the ability to make a hit record. Therefore, I don't feel like I should have to respond to you or Mano or anyone else who hasn't, made a hit record. This is Fifth and his reason for why you'll probably won't hear a direct response to any of these diss records. Now, of course, Papoose responded to Fifth and his reason for why he doesn't feel like it's necessary to respond, in the form of a diss. Pap says, listen, we don't repost it corny memes until you spit a hot drop was trash, okay? Fifth, he released AI visuals of a record with him and Max B Tricks. It was actually a remix, and, people was fucking with it. You know what I mean? But as of right now, 50, he hasn't released any direct diss records going at anyone. He's been pulling out old records from the vault, right? He released the record earlier today. I will say he keeps making references about the algorithm. So again, listen, he already talked about working on a project, a mixtape earlier this year, but listen, Fifth, he ain't playing, okay? Now, of course, he released this video of this individual, Bud, at this Christmas party with Claressa Shields, man. And in the caption, as you can see here, it says, Maserati Bud was all over Clarissa booty for Christmas. Where was you at, boy? Your bees a bop. I mean, damn. Listen, he out here trying to expose Papoose, hitting him below the belt, claiming that Clarissa was cheating on Papoose during Christmas. As we all know, the controversy involving Easy, Remy, Papoose, Clarissa. Listen, man, this is major if these claims are true, but the fact that Fifth, as we always say, very calculated, now he's claiming that he's going to get all of the footage, okay, whatever this footage is, Fifth is threatening to release this footage of Clarissa, allegedly cheating on Papoose. Like I said, man, he done put out screenshots. Now, of course, Clarissa, she done already responded, threatening to sue Fifth, saying that, this was from the movie premiere of I think it was on Christmas, I believe. This is what, Clarissa's actually saying that this was the premiere. You know what I mean? I guess it was at a crib. You know what I mean? A lot of people was over at the...
So that's crazy to me. Why is she going to sue 50 if it's the dude that put the shit out? The dude that's saying he's going along with whatever 50's saying. He said that it's the truth. So how you going to sue 50 over something that is a fact? If it's not a fact, then it's not a fact. But you're going to sue him over... I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe I just don't know enough legal stuff to understand that.
Crib homie was, taking pictures. Now, of course, Papoose, he done responded. For those who missed what Papoose had to say about all of this, in his post moments ago, Papoose says, I couldn't make this up if I wanted to. Lying on the next man D when you're a confessed booty bandit is crazy. I got him on desperate time now. All this because you like disrespecting black women and can't rap for real. Agent Provocateur available now. Okay, he also made another post saying, it's a new day in hip-hop. The days of buying your own records to make it look like you got a hit is over. Inflated numbers can no longer make it seem like you're better than artists who are really nice. Corny.
All right, I got to pause that right there, man, because there's a lot of people that's talking crazy like Papoose. I know he can rap. He can actually rap. He has the lyrical ability to rap. Can he make a hit record? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And if you're from New York, you know this, man. You know this in the mixtape era and all of that, when he was down with K Slay and all of that, he didn't have no hits. Let's be honest. What hit did he have? There was many rappers out during that time, and it's a lot of competition. He could spit. He could come up with things. He could make you think. He had punchlines. He had schemes. He had stories. He could rap backwards with the alphabets. He could do all of that. All the jumping jacks lyrically. Can he make a hit? Could he make a hook? Was you bopping your head to that? Was he getting on a beat that you really messed with that was poppy? And that's the real conversation we got to have. Is Papoose a legend for just being able to rap? Can you be a legend for just making lyrics, for just spitting punchlines and bars? Because if that's the case, it's probably a lot of dudes that's quote unquote legends. I'm sorry, man. The difference was 50 Cent could rap. He might have not been the best lyrical in the world. Absolutely not. He was not a Jadakiss, but he made hooks. He made catchy songs. He made many parts of songs, and he arranged songs properly to make you actually want to listen to it, play it back, remember it. Papoose did not. And I'm sorry, that's just a fact. Y'all gonna have to deal with that. Y'all gonna have to deal with that. You're gonna have to stop playing and acting like, oh, you don't have to have a hit in order to be a good rapper. You don't have to have a hit to be a good rapper. And you're buying hits. You can't buy people making you can't buy shit when people is literally passing around mixtapes and shit is going crazy and bananas. Everybody's fucking with it organically. 50, they was rocking with 50 organically. Y'all could stop that, all the lies. If you was in the city, if you was in New York, period, as the state, if you was on the East Coast, 50 Cent was popping. I'm sorry. These are lies. These are complete lies to say that he bought his way into the game. It's not true. It's not true. They didn't even fuck with 50 in New York. As far as like the radio and all the mainstream, they did not rock with the dude. They didn't. They wanted to line him up. They did line him up. So y'all gotta stop with the lies, acting like 50 Cent was not fucking talented. He was super talented, and people loved his music. They still do. And you can be mad at that because you think he's a troll. That's fine. But niggas was fucking with his music way more than they was fucking with Papoose. Y'all gotta stop this.
Memes can't save you from Papoose. Don't let them distract you from the fact that I just destroyed him. Soon as I posted that agent Provocateur. Listen, man. Like I said, if you haven't listened to the Papoose 50 Cent diss record, I'll make sure to leave the link in the description because, again, 5 minutes of Pat doing work, okay? Doing what he does, all right? I'm pretty sure everyone can agree, Fifth is not out rapping Papoose, so at this point, Fifth is going to play his game. And as we all seen in the past with, Officer Ricky pimping.
Now, the question really remains, does 50 have to out-rap Papoose? Does 50 actually have to respond to Papoose? Is he even on a level where it matters? Like, y'all don't remember how many people was coming at Jay-Z at one point when he was at the top? And how many people he ignored or sent little niggas at him? I don't understand why when it comes to certain rappers, it makes sense. But when it comes to 50 Cent, it's like, nah, you can't do that. You lacking. He's rapping right now. He's putting out music. And he also said, if you want to battle me, drop a hit. I think that's fair. If he's actually making songs and competing with the rappers that's coming out at him, and it's more than one rapper. So let's be honest. Your favorite rapper wouldn't even respond to all of this shit. So I don't know where y'all getting this from. Like, yo, the man don't got no lyrics. He can't rap. It's just a weird angle. Just because he doesn't want to respond to someone who literally is nowhere close to him in any type of history. You know how many people Nas didn't respond to? Come on. Are we serious? Like, every rapper doesn't respond to everybody. There's few people in history that responded to someone that was way lower than them. I think LL Cool J is probably one of the very few that responded to Cannabis, who was basically a nobody, someone he gave a shot to on a song. He was an up-and-coming rapper. That's the very, like, I don't, y'all got to think, put it in the comment section. Put it in the comment section if y'all know other rappers that literally responded to a nobody. Because that's what, when you're looking at 50 Cent and you're looking at Papoose, let's be honest. Y'all got to be real with yourself. Just because he can spit bars doesn't mean that he's anywhere in the same universe as 50 Cent as an artist. He's not. I'm sorry. Now, the other guys, I fuck with all the other people. Cameron, he responded to Cameron. Fat Joe, he responded to Fat Joe. Jadakiss, he responded to Jadakiss, but he lost that for sure. And all D Block, they responded to them, but they ended that because you can't fuck with D Block. Who else did he respond to? He responded to the Let's Rap About It podcast recently. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the craziest jab, but they didn't put the craziest jab out. So I think that was fair. Who else dissed him? T.I. Oh yeah, he threw a shot at T.I. and put it on his TV show. So all the ducking stuff, the only person I see him ducking literally is Papoose. And it looks like he's making a joke out of bro. Like, that's crazy. I don't think he's ducking him from, like, it just wouldn't even make sense. What would he say to a Papoose? No matter what he says or how clever it was or how fire it could be, y'all are not going to look at it that way because you're going to be like, oh, Papoose went crazy.
Curly, listen, Fifth, he can, make it look crazy outside. And even with these, claims being made by this individual right now, again, listen, y'all, like I said, according to Clarissa, she's saying, none of this is true. According to Clarissa, homie was at the crib, doing her movie premiere, and, the optics is not what it looks like. But again, 50 out here threatening to hit the button, right? He really feeling like Thanos right now because, man, how many people already in the past 3 months have, had their issues publicly with 50 Cent? You know what I mean? Now, again, everyone, for the most part, they rock with Fifth. It was only when he took it too far, right, mentioning Tiny, that's when it got a little crazy, right? That's when the Harris family had to come on and give out, a family ass whooping, a little bit of straightening, as they would say. But for the most part, Fifth fell back. You get
Yo, but he did. See, and this is the shit, man. Y'all really just y'all get into narratives really crazy. He didn't say nothing about Tiny like that. He posted a picture of her and basically said, "Keep my name out your mouth," because T.I. just kept talking and kept trolling before he was even responding. He didn't respond at all. I don't really think that's that crazy. Like, I don't think that's super disrespectful, especially not to the point for you to disrespect my deceased mother. If y'all gonna hold 50 to this certain level, like, yo, he shouldn't be trolling people and talking crazy, he's toxic, hold the other people to the same standard. You know what I mean? Putting someone's dead mother on a t-shirt. I never see 50 do that. The only person I know that he did something crazy to was Irv Gotti, and they had real beef. That's it. I don't remember anything else. That's the only time he disrespected the dead that I remember of. Do y'all remember any other time? Let me know.
What I mean now, this back and forth with Papoose, like I said, man, this is getting crazy because, essentially this isn't rap. He trying to end you just off of public perception because in the end, like I said, Fifth is not out rapping Papoose. So you get what I'm saying? So let's just be clear. And all of this talk about, the ability to make hit records, listen, you're not being honest. Because right now, the industry is in shambles. It ain't just the rap game, Hollywood, all across the board. So for creatives, they're not judging it based on commercial success. Hence why Papoose is saying, you don't have the machine anymore, right? And that's exactly what it is. We don't see the machine anymore, right? So things aren't in your living room like they.
Wait. What are we talking about? Because when did Papoose ever have a hit record? When did he ever hit record? Like, whether he had a machine behind him or not. I don't remember when Papoose ever had a hit. I don't remember anything other than the Touch It freestyle. I mean, my bad, not freestyle, the Touch It remix, the Busta Rhymes joint. What else? What else do y'all remember from Papoose, man? Like, let's be honest. Other than mixtape songs, if you do know mixtape songs, I know mixtape songs, but some of y'all might not. Other than that, and then freestyles on Instagram. That's it. That's all I remember. That's all I know that Papoose is known for. There's a couple freestyles, the Touch It remix joint. I don't know if that was the remix or if that was just the regular. I think it might have been a regular song. That's when that's pretty much when everybody knew who he was. But I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think honestly, if you're talking about song wise, I think Remy Ma is a better rapper than Papoose. I think she was the better rapper of the group. Now, when it comes to freestyles, punchlines, witty shit, you know what I mean, going on the radio and burning shit down, of course I'm gonna go with Papoose. And I love that shit because I love hip hop. I love that type of energy. But if you can't make a song, a respectable song, and you that nice, supposedly, are you really that nice? Are you really as nice as a nigga like Nas? Nah, not in my eyes. You're not nice as Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? It's so many people that was mainstream, as y'all would say it, that had hits that also could really body you lyrically. If you can't do both, how can you be respected? Why would I have to take you seriously? That's how I'm looking at it as someone being an artist. If you're not a true artist, why am I responding to you when you cannot do what I do? I could do what you do, maybe not at the same level. You could do nothing I do at any level. How is it the same? How are we talking about the same shit? I don't understand how y'all can't see that.
It used to be when, 50 Cent was in his prime selling, millions and millions of records. Like I said, a lot of people, they look at Fifth and his success, simply, associating himself with Eminem and all of the records he sold. Listen, man, Fifth put in a lot of work, made history.
Nah, y'all gotta stop trying to strip everything that 50 did and then say it was Eminem. It's just not true, bro. It's not true. It's not true. The reason why Eminem even realized who 50 Cent was because he had such a fucking buzz in New York, because he was going so crazy all over the place. He was doing fucking shows everywhere before Eminem even heard who he was. When he heard who he was, he loved the story. He knew that that was something that was going to work. It was the same thing as they do today. When you go find someone that's viral and then you bring them up even higher. It's the same shit. It's the same, literally the same strategy that the record labels do now is they never do anything. They don't find anything. Someone brings them like, yo, this person's popping. This person got the crazy aura online. They got the following. Yo, their music is doing numbers. They come and get you, and they're like, oh, we can help you bring you up further than you already are. Come and sign with us. But it's no different.
But if you really do your homework when it comes to Fifth, you know, in his prime, yo, he was bodying shit. And for me,
thank you.
It's time. It's time to get in that booth. Whatever this project he keeps mentioning, the algorithm, I'm hoping we get some freestyles. I'm hoping we get classic Fifth, because listen, I appreciate the unreleased music being, you know, presented to the fans. You know, you leaking shit now. We in a different era where you can just directly, you know, give it to the people. But right now you got Pat out here barring you to death. And yes, I see you out here, you know, you trying to hit the button on them, but you know, where's the bars, man? You know, a direct response, because the record you released earlier today, that was literally from a mixtape that's like 10 years old. I don't know if, you know, 50 fans really know that or not, but you know, the ones who really tapped in, they know that's an old record. I could leave that link in the description as well, but you know, it's time to show fans who, you know, may have never got to see that version of Fifth back when him and G-Unit was, you know, bodying shit, remixes and all of that. Like, to me, that's that hunger that we need to see right now. You know, we appreciate the theme music. It's dope. You know what I mean? I rock with it, but shit, you got real MCs out here. They coming for your head. And yeah, you dropping, you know, you really trying to hit the button on them with these claims of Clarissa cheating on Pat, but in the end, you know, Pat is saying that you scared to rap. And so far, you know, you haven't proven them wrong. You just, you know, dropping memes and trolling. But hey, y'all let me know. What are your thoughts on the controversy involving Papoose and 50 Cent? Let me know, am I tripping when I say...
Nah, I don't think 50 is scared. I just think he's a smart man. And I think anybody that uses their brain is literally going to do the smartest things. Like, if it's somebody that really can't hurt me, who's just throwing rocks, why am I going to respond to that? It doesn't make any sense. Maybe it makes sense to y'all. I don't think it makes sense to somebody that is as successful as 50 Cent. Just because somebody made a little diss record in they, you know what I mean, in a little studio. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like if somebody that you never heard of all of a sudden is popping, like popping in a little local neighborhood or in the bodegas and all of that. Now I got to respond to you just because you said my name. You ain't put no work in? Nah, you ain't put no work in, bro. And the work is getting songs that matter, getting songs that people care about, not just having a freestyle. I know y'all really so much in love with the art of war and all of this. And you know what I'm saying? Oh, this is hip hop. We got to do this for the hip hop. Stop it. Because when it comes to other artists, y'all don't care. Y'all only care because it's 50. For real. Y'all only care because it's 50. If it was someone else like a Kendrick, you'd be like, oh man, Kendrick ain't got to respond to that. Who's this nigga? This nigga's nobody. This nigga ain't do nothing. That's how I hear people talking. Everyone's so biased and so quick to say shit when it's somebody they like. That's what it really is about. It's about who people like. If someone likes somebody, all of a sudden, oh, they ain't got to sponsor that. That nigga too little for him, man. Pause. He gotta do way more. He got to put that work in. Oh, he's not even nice like that. That's what happens when it's someone that somebody likes. But when it's someone the public don't like, now it's, oh, this nigga ain't rap. He ain't do nothing. If it's Joe Budden, for instance, when it came to Joe Budden, it's like, oh, he ain't got to rap. He don't rap no more. He retired. It's shit crazy, bro. Like, I'll be like, yo, people really be out of their mind. They be out of their mind. But let's see what my man, we're going to go to my man Showface News. I'll be chopping it up with my bro. So make sure y'all go support his page as well. We'll see what he's talking about real quick. My man actually he's from Southside. So let's see what the Southside nigga saying.
Champ, need more? Need I say more, man? The footage is dropped. Well, last Christmas. Guess what happened? Claressa Shields was cheating on Papoose. with by the name of Maserati Bud. Facts. It's getting ugly, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting nasty, boy. Oh boy. But I tried to tell y'all. Think Fifth would cap. Fifth would always provide evidence. Fifth would always provide details on what he says. Fifth is bugging out, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Fifth is wilding. This is different, man. This is different. 50 Cent says Maserati Bud was all over Clarissa booty for Christmas. Where was he at, boy? You be
Before we get to that, look at 50 Cent Instagram real quick, because it looks like he actually put some new shit up on the Instagram. Yo, what we got going on? Look at Bud on set with his boo and Andre Ward. Oh, she gonna have some explaining to do. What's the last one that my boy put up? What's the last one that Fifth put up? Let's see. Oh, shit. Caption say, look at Bud in this recording with the boo fit. Yo, 50 is crazy, man. Let's get back to my man Showface, though. Let's see what he's talking about.
Bob, LOL. No, you just got off the phone with him. Don't play with me on chan. Yo, listen. I already said what was gonna happen, chan. We predict this on Friday the 13th.
Yo, I just gotta say something too, man, because I'm noticing something. It's an age bracket of people that be so mad at 50 Cent as well. It be a lot of you old heads. No offense, I'm an old head too. I'm an older dude too, from New York as well. But y'all be really trying to have something a way that it's not in 2026. It just doesn't work. The world don't work like the way it used to work in 1998. It's not the same anymore. Just because you can rap and spit bars, punchlines, you're witty, you can, you know what I'm saying, make it visual representation in the words and all of that shit. Nobody cares anymore other than our generation and older. Our generation and older gives a fuck about that. The new kids, they don't give a fuck about that. I'm gonna be honest. And if they don't know you, they not checking for that shit. And I'm gonna be honest, they don't know Papoose. They know Papoose for some of the worst stuff. That's on him. I don't know what's going on with his home and all of that, but man, you got to make sure you got your house in check when it comes to your lady, man. If your lady's moving crazy and make you look crazy, you got to check that shit, man. For real, for real. That's just how I look at it. Like, because now nobody wants to even hear the songs. And I fuck with Papoose. I like Papoose music. I like his bars. I think he actually can spit. I think he's actually talented. I'm not a hater. I actually fuck with it. I know what he could do. I've always listened to Papoose. Back in the day, Cassidy days, Lloyd Banks, all of that, Jewel, Santana. I mean, I always was listening to Papoose. He always was going crazy. He is slept on. But I'm sorry, man. Y'all sleep on 52, but y'all sleep on 50 in a different way. Because people be acting like, yo, he just had one album that was great. Just one album. That was it. He just had that one album and nothing else. That's not true. When y'all go back and dig in to all of his hits and all of his tracks and the mixtape shit, he went crazy. He went bananas on the mixtape scene. I'm sorry. Like, I gotta be honest. I can't sit here and listen to the lies, listen to the corruption. Niggas like, yo, you just threw money at shit. As if he's a bum, as if he can't make music, as if he didn't make some of y'all favorite rappers a hit.
Friday the 13th will be remembered as one of Pap's darkest of days, shit. Are you gonna Instagram live your trauma of Claressa Shields cheating on you and it being aired to the public by your ops, shit? Are you gonna do that, shit? It's over. It's a wrap. It's done. It's over. What more can I say, gang? It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I don't know what more you want, champ. But Papoose is not a happy camper right now, gang. Because someone is camping in his woman, champ. So he can't be a happy camper. Somebody's thrashing those bars. Yeah. A lot of you backpackers can relate, you know. A lot of you backpackers can relate to this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can relate to someone thrashing your woman. It's just something that you commonly go through, champ. Most times, people are thrashing your woman. Majority of the time, people are thrashing your woman, champ. That's just a fact. And that's for you backpackers, that is. Alright? For your backpackers, champ. Killy. What can I say, bro? It's getting bad. I don't know, man. It ain't looking too hot. What's Pap gonna do in response to this is my question. What shall happen? What shall happen, man? I don't know. Not looking too good, though. 50 Cent is exposed and everything. And it's not looking too pretty, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. It's looking nasty. Is Pap gonna bounce back from this? Is he gonna drop another diss track? Probably not. Probably not.
I'm gonna lie to you, Pap. You should drop another track. You know what I'm saying? I think you should fix all your situations and make sure you step in correct. You know what I mean? Get your chicken. She got to stay this. You got to tell her what to say at this point. Tell her what to say. Tell her to stay off of social media because it just don't look right, man. It don't look right. The Remy Ma situation was bad enough with Easy to Block Captain. Maybe you should diss Easy to Block Captain. Maybe you should focus on that shit. Set all that shit up. Set that shit. Do a face-to-face battle or something like that. Maybe that's what niggas want to see. Because I don't think they want to see 50 Cent and Papoose. I ain't gonna lie. It's a weird matchup. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see that. I 100% want to see Fabulous and 50 though. That shit to me would be interesting. That would be an interesting situation and matchup. Because Fab, now that man, he got the bars. And he can make a song. He can make a really good song. At 50, I think it's a little closer. I think that's a little closer, like as far as the type of artist they both are. Papoose, I don't know. It's hard. It's like he could spit, but then his image in life is like it's not up right now. You know what I'm saying? And that matters. I believe that matters as well. But let's get to it. Let's see what Poetic Flacco got to say.
For that diss track Papoose released on 50 earlier today. And 50 Cent Revenge just ruined Papoose' entire day. And it's all because of this diss track that Papoose released on 50 Cent earlier this week.
Curtis Jack, that's what came to mind soon as I heard the track. While spitting lyrical, condescending the murder rap. Heard they shot his ass to Nina. He deserved a Mac. About to turn the heat up, I got my hand on a thermostat. Ugly ass G-Unit sneakers. Had the shirt to match because to get rich to die trying, your every verse was whack. Mad cause Diddy, his neighbors heard the slap. That's why you made that documentary. You was hurt from that. I heard she all 5 guys and they bring a burger back. Spoke to some conspiracy theorists. They said the earth is flat. They also said you work for Illuminati. Nervous rat. What would make this chump think that he could spit a verse with Pap? Somebody better pray for this nigga. Where the church is at. If it wasn't for M, you'll be looking for a purse to snatch. Bought your girl a wig, then you told her to return it back. 50, you a petty son of a bitch. Bernie Mac killing this nigga softly. Lauren Hill, Roberta Flack. Never.
I'm not a fan of boop bap rappers, but I'll be real, even I had to admit that was cold. Like, that's a cold verse, man. 50 Cent had nothing. Like, there's nothing 50 Cent could do with that. Musically, that is. Yo, can you imagine 50 Cent actually trying to hop on a record today in 2026 and respond back to that? He stands no chance. Papoose didn't just stop here. He released another diss track, and he continued the slaughter. While 50 Cent is finally fighting back how 50 Cent knows to fight back. On social media, on Instagram. Not in the booth, on Instagram. 50 Cent posted this picture of what appears to be Papoose and Claressa Shields in like a face swap. But he posted this picture with the caption, very, very handsome. Hey, Pap, ask your old lady Clarissa if she's effing Maserati Bud. Tell her to be honest because I have the Ring camera videos. So 50 Cent is claiming that he has proof that Claressa Shields is cheating on Papoose. Now, if this is true, this is like the ultimate bomb. Yo, if 50 Cent really had this or has, he claims he does, we don't care about a rap battle. Like, Papoose, you did an amazing job, great. But we don't care about the rap battle, bro, because this is more salacious. This is Maserati Bud right here. He's in the chains and the Valentino shirt. I'll be real, man. Dudes who dress like this at their age just strike me as clout chasers. I don't know. Maybe it's just bias. Maybe I'm just, I'm just biased, right? But old men who dress like this strike me as just clout whores. I don't know why. But this is him, and this is Claressa Shields. Apparently, this was like a Christmas party of some sort. There's multiple dudes around, so I don't know what this apparent picture is supposed to prove. But 50 Cent captioned it, Maserati Bud was all over Clarissa booty for Christmas. Where you was at, boy, yo, bit a bop. I'm of the belief that you shouldn't disrespect people online that you can't beat up. And I think Claressa Shields will beat up 50 Cent. But nonetheless, 50 Cent is alluding that Claressa Shields and this guy is having an affair beyond 50. Like behind Papoose back. Before I even hear
that 50 Cent is gonna get beat up by Claressa Shields. Come on, fam. That sounds crazy. I don't believe that. And I hate when people do that, when they act like, because we can't even simulate that. If we even try to do that, you already know what that is, man. I don't know why dudes do that. I have no idea why dudes do that. I know why women do that. But like when I hear men do that, you sound crazy, bro. You sound crazy. She'll beat you up, though.
Their response or Claressa Shields' response, I particularly would think that if Claressa Shields and Papoose was in a public relationship, publicized, the fact that this dude is at the Christmas party among everybody and there's cameras out, right? There's the big phone camera right there, as you can see, right? Like, yo, there's like a huge phone, like, right, yo, a camera is out. If this was supposed to be a secret, then I don't think it will be this in plain sight, which makes me think I don't feel like Clarissa is doing anything wrong with this dude. Claressa Shields quickly responded back to this rumor, and I'll be real, like, the response was necessary, man, because if I found out that Claressa Shields is cheating on Papoose, there's no hope for the rest of us, man. Claressa Shields appears to be head over heels for Papoose. So the fact that she could possibly be cheating on Papoose is absolutely disturbing. So Claressa Shields actually posted like a video of a call that she had with the dude Maserati Bud. Apparently he didn't know he was being recorded.
So what is you lying for? Listen, I did not curse. We were talking. Okay, but you and that's you understand what I'm saying? How it looked? Because he not. I know how it look. Listen, you keep acting like y'all don't know who y'all dealing with. You dealing with Curtis Petty Jackson. And I told you, at the end of the day, he has been backed in the corner, this man. Keep this from him.
The first thing she posted in regards to this situation was a screenshot that she asked ChatGPT. So she asked ChatGPT, can you sue someone for saying you slept with someone else? And ChatGPT says, yes, you can sue someone for falsely claiming you slept with someone else through a defamation lawsuit, et cetera, et cetera. I think 50 Cent was careful enough with his words, right? I think what he said was, hey, Clarissa, yo, you was talking to Maserati Bud on Christmas, right? 50 Cent never outright said, hey, Claressa Shields smashed this dude or had sex with this dude. 50 Cent was just alluding. He said, hey, Pap, ask her what she was doing with Maserati Bud. So I don't feel like she got a case currently, but she did say, 50 Cent, you getting sued. You can't lie and put bodies on me. 50 Cent then proceeded to post apparently a video of this dude and Claressa Shields behind the scenes of a particular set where she's doing like an interview with Andre Ward. 50 Cent says, look at Bud on set with his boo and Andre Ward. And he would also post a video of this guy in the studio with Claressa Shields. And he would write, look at Bud in the studio recording with Pitbull face. I'll be real, man. I got to see more. My intuition was correct. Buddy sounded like an absolute cloud chaser. Now, he did say, I didn't effort, but we talked. And they cut him off once he said we talked. So maybe there's more to, maybe they were talking, they were flirting, and he just didn't hit. That's still cheating, right? Flirting is still cheating. But unfortunately for Claressa Shields, one, people want to believe that women are scandalous. So the very nature of 50 Cent putting out these rumors is already going to play into what people already want to believe. People want to believe that, you know, that women are scandalous, women are choosing up, women are bops. So you can provide all the evidence you want to provide. People are going to believe it nonetheless, though, because you are a woman and they want to believe you're scandalous. Because, yo, you can even go to the comment section of 50 Cent's like post right now, even after this got posted. People is still believing this. People is still calling her a bop. People is still clowning Papoose as if he got cheated on. Now, the dude, Bud, he apparently did a response to him getting exposed.
Crazy that he even said that. Because if my memory serves me correct, Papoose did say he got cheated on, just not by Clarissa. He said he got cheated on by his wife. So why can we believe when he says it out his mouth that Remy Ma cheated on him? Especially when he held her down way crazier than he held Claressa Shields down. We can't believe that it's possible. That's not something that 50 Cent put in your mind. That's something that Papoose put into your mind. Now, unfortunately, it wasn't, he had to respond to Remy Ma. Remy Ma came out and was talking crazy. So that was his response to her. She was just wilding on Instagram. Again, he could not control his woman. Now, that's your wife. And I understand. We make mistakes sometimes as people. We make mistakes sometimes as men. And we choose the wrong joint. But that's something you got to live with, especially if you attach to her like that. And I think he's still married to her. It's none of our business. I'll be honest. We wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't out, if it wasn't there. So there's people that's saying it's crazy for 50 to do what he's doing. He ain't started. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all getting mad at how he responds, how he chooses to respond. That ain't y'all situation. That's their situation. They got beef. And he's saying all the craziest shit on the track about 50 Cent. So when he goes back and trolls him in a way that's not positive, did y'all hear what he said? Did y'all hear the bars on the track? What did he say that wasn't crazy? I just don't get it. I'm like, it's only cool when one person responds a certain way. But when someone chooses to do something else another way, y'all got a problem in it. Oh, that's not hip hop. A lot of shit that Papoose is saying on the track, it's not hip hop. It's not. I'll be honest. Some of it is, though. Some of it is dope. Some of it is thoughtful. Some of it is punchlines, but it's so negative and disrespectful. Can't be mad when he does back. And I'm sure Papoose he understands that.
Right? Because in that response, he was essentially telling like Clarissa, hey, man, 50 back is against the wall right now, so I got to go whatever he's saying. That what was the call said. But in his response video to that call, he will double down and claim that him and Clarissa is having an affair and Clarissa is cheating on Papoose with him.
What's that say?
This is for real.
Your debt is completely wiped off.
Hold on. Let's see in the comments. So Golden Toast 77 said he didn't mention he cheated on his wife first. I didn't say that he mentioned that he cheated on his wife first. I said that he mentioned that he got cheated on by his wife. Now, whatever happened after that, it is what it is. But I'm saying that was his response. He was the one that put that response out because he felt like he needed to respond to Remy Ma, who went on social media. So that information has nothing to do with anybody. That was public information that was put out because he was going through some things in his relationship.
What's happening? See, I've been trying to spare you, Clarissa. Even when Geisha 305 put that shit, I told her to take that shit down. But since you want to play with a real nigga, see, I'm from the crib, I'm from Miami, right? A real nigga, we don't talk about what we do and how we do shit. But me and my dog Five was already on the phone before I even talked to you. He told me that, man, boy, just play, man, just dumb that shit. And that's why I said my dog Petty Jackson. Because he told me to play it like that. And I was going to play it like that and play dumb. And I wasn't going to respond. I don't even play with the internet. But since you want to record phone calls, guess what? I'm finna release all this footage. Yeah, that's right. I said I'm finna release the footage, man. Yeah. On Christmas, I was inside the crib. When you was on FaceTime, Papoose, I got the video. When she FaceTiming you, guess what? I'm sitting right there in the living room at the same chair that I helped her get for her homewarming gift. That bed, I picked out that bed. The bed with the TV. You remember this? Remember she was on FaceTime with you? Remember this? Where I'm at? At the house. Since we gonna play these games, shaking my head, you know, for the streets. Thought she was singing to you, man. Nigga really thought she was singing to him. Man, I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. It seemed like dude is a little creepy to me. Why you got all these videos? It ain't even nothing y'all one-on-one, I don't believe. I think that's more than one woman in the video. Am I tripping? Am I not seeing something properly? And that's all the way from 2024 and you still got that? This dude might be creepy, bro.
Decent video now.
If Claressa Shields is cheating, I don't think this is enough. Buddy, to me, is an absolute clout chaser. He's in a packed house, is at a Christmas party. Now, Papoose is not there. He's on FaceTime, as he showed. But Buddy is at a public Christmas party. Like, I'm sure there were more men there. And if he got an invite to the Christmas party because he knows somebody who knows Clarissa, but in his story, he's there for Clarissa. Him and Clarissa got something going on. But if he's invited to something, what? Like, is she supposed to kick out every guy who comes with her friends? I don't know. Now, the comment section, though, apparently believes this. They're like 100% on board with this. If you go to the comment section, right, and one person is saying, you tried me, I was keeping it, player. Well, he says, you tried me, I was keeping it, player, but you want to play me, recording me, cool. Maserati Bud, swipe left, watch to the end. Here, man. Somebody says, Papoose, you left your wife for this, man. Somebody says, okay. So was she with Pap Xmas of 2024? I believe her and Papoose was together. And somebody says, I mean, hey, that's my guy, man, Chris Jeremiah. And he says, I mean, all she did was perform a song. What's the problem? Okay. Somebody says, but nobody said you wasn't around. So because you was in the same room, y'all effed. So you effed all of us, huh? So apparently this is somebody who was there. Somebody says, ooh, you just threw a hand grenade. Y'all are slow, bro. I don't see this as no hand grenade. I don't see this as no proof.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That shit, he gonna need more than that. You're gonna need more than that, man. You know, we need a video of her twerking on you or something like that, at least. Something. That ain't the one. Her singing a song. I don't know. Maybe something did happen. Maybe he got more videos. Apparently, to me, something got to be wrong for her to say she's going to sue 50 Cent. Something got to be on another. I don't know. It's something that's not connecting right now, but we're going to see what happens.
I think this is a clout chaser who maybe found a way to get into 50 Cent's DMs and say, hey, 50, I know Claressa Shields. Because his profile picture is him and 50, but it's like...
All right, so let's look at the comments right now. So, someone said, yes, that girl's a whole snake. It was a setup. 50 didn't put out the rest of it yet. If 50 say he got it, he got something else. This is just a teaser. Yeah, I would hope so, man, because That's a lot to say. That's a lot to say to not have anything else. If that's all you got, maybe you putting pressure on Papoose. I don't know.
To be at this event or something. I don't think he knows 50 Cent personally. But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think of this man? Do y'all believe this dude was crack?
We about to get deep.
Got up on some boss shit and linked up with the man.
Oh, champ. Run up these likes. Make sure you hit the hype button, because the hype button helps the channel in a major way. Ladies and gentlemen, Claressa Shields is now threatening to sue 50 Cent.
She's talking about you getting sued. You can't lie and put bodies on me. I don't know. This is getting deep. We talking about suing now. The trolling is getting deep. I never heard nobody threaten to sue somebody over the trolling. This might be the first time. Well, I guess that's a lot, actually, because I've seen like Anton Daniels and all of those people, Corey Holcomb. They've been talking crazy about content creators reusing their stuff and striking channels, and it's a lot of that's going on right now. Yo, man, hey, this is all entertainment just for all of y'all watching this shit right now. This is all entertainment. We don't claim to know anything for real. We're not connected to the source. So these are not allegations or nothing like that. I'm just repeating and talking the news just like everybody else. We watching this shit. We reacting to this shit. Because some of y'all be getting out of hand with the legal action. God damn.
After 50 has published pictures, photos of Claressa Shields openly cheating on Papoose last Christmas with G-Unit artist Maserati Bud. Now look, man, it's getting real crazy.
Apologies on that. Like I said, I ain't got the YouTube premium yet. I still get the free everything.
Has been going off all Friday the 13th. He's playing this out strategically. He's
not
rapping.
The ChatGPT. Someone just said that shit in the chat. They say, yo, look how she asked ChatGPT. That's crazy. That's funny. Can you sue someone for saying you slept with someone else? That's funny.
He is doing damage with skeletons in people's closets.
Yo, if you got bread like this, that's not where you ask the question. You should have a lawyer on deck. If you don't have a lawyer on deck, you better get a lawyer. I got a lawyer and I don't even got that much bread. Like, that's crazy. I'm not no Claressa Shields. I know she might be a millionaire, I'm assuming. There's no way that you gonna ask ChatGPT about that. She didn't put lie. She can sue if someone say she slept with someone else. Okay.
You remember 50 also posted a video of him pretty much with Claressa Shields at his G-Unit studios in Shreveport, where it seems like Clarissa was trying to show that she wanted to do it with Fifth. By the way, yeah, this was a couple months ago actually, when Pap and Fifth was having like a little back and forth meme battle online. Right now, ever since Papoose has officially came out, dropped the diss record yesterday or the day before charting on YouTube, #4 on YouTube Music, things have completely gone left for Papoose.
Okay, #4 on YouTube Music. Yo, let's clap it up for Papoose. We got to give him a clap for that, man. Yo, I really fuck with independent artists, you know what I'm saying? And he deserved it. He deserved it, for real. Because those was bars. I'm not even going to play. Now, I still don't think 50 should respond. But that's dope. That's an accomplishment, for real. Dead ass.
Not gonna lie. So now, Claressa Shields is out here in her Instagram stories threatening to sue 50 Cent, ladies and gentlemen. And it says here, at 50 Cent, you getting sued. You can't lie and put bodies on me. She actually went and showed it. She went on AI and asked, can you sue someone for saying you slept with someone else? says, yes, you can sue someone for falsely claiming you slept with someone else through a defamation lawsuit. Slander, if spoken, libel, if written. If the statement is untrue, was published to others and caused damage to your reputation or resulted in tangible harm, the false statement must be made with malicious intent or reckless disregard for the truth. Key considerations for such a lawsuit: defamation, the statement must be false, communicated to a third party, and harm your reputation. Damages, you must prove the statement resulted in, for examples, loss of employment, severe reputational damage, or severe emotional distress. Exceptions, opinions are generally not defamatory. So if evidence is provided, if Fifth is saying he has ring footage of cheating going on, then this lawsuit is going to fail miserably. Now, I'm sure Fifth, who has been in court for doing things against his ops in the past, like exploiting Rick Ross's baby mom's home videos, right, for keyword purposes, right? I'm sure Fifth knows what's legal and not legal by now. He's 50 years old. He's been in the game for a pretty long time, going on nearly 30 years. He knows what's right from wrong, the do's and don'ts, and what you should and should not do in order to, slander somebody openly, all right? Because you can't just get sued just because you openly slandered someone just in general. But if you have proof...
Yeah, now that's a fact. If you really think about it, 50 been to legal battle most of his career. So I don't think he's going to just jump out the window and go crazy without really knowing something. That doesn't seem like 50 Cent, especially a guy who's very calculated like the way he is. I don't feel like he's going to move on emotion and do something reckless that he's not going to win in the end. That doesn't seem like 50 Cent at this point.
You know what I'm saying? That you actually, or they actually did something of that nature, then there is no lawsuit to be had. And honestly, she's just gonna waste court money and legal funds, because what's gonna end up happening is she's gonna get sued if she loses this lawsuit to 50, because 50 has done that in the past to a previous woman that tried to sue him and lost in court. And this is a fact, okay? So this ain't the first time Fifth has been sued for such things, and it probably won't be the last, depending on how this is gonna go. Because I'm sure if he has any other skeleton receipts, I'm gonna call these skeleton receipts because people got skeletons in their closet. If he keeps bringing these things forth, I'm pretty sure that more people are gonna try to sue this guy, because they clearly are in their feelings and some type of damage was done, reputational damage or what have you. So painting someone who is a pro boxer, who's boxing the Olympics and etc. as such, yeah, they're gonna try to sue. That doesn't mean they're gonna win because they're suing. And if they have exact proof that you did these things, then it's all off the table. You're gonna lose this case. There's no possibility of you winning in court. That's just the real, you know what I'm saying? That's just what's gonna happen. But I think
Yeah, 50 definitely knows something more than everybody else. I just don't think he would waste his time even doing that and saying the things that he got on deck. I don't think he's going to do that just to make somebody nervous. It don't seem like 50 Cent. Those actions don't match how he moves. If he says he got something, we seen he got something. I don't know why she's saying she's gonna sue, bro, but yeah. Hold on, y'all.
and presents
Get my
evidence.
screen
That's just
right.
how he does. So today was National Boogeyman Day, Friday the 13th. National Boogeyman Day for 50. 50 came and left a bunch of pictures of Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet, the snap, and he went AWOL like by this afternoon. He lost his mind. It's about to get real nasty for a select few individuals. I'm just gonna say that. Now, Papoose has spoken in response to this. Papoose basically says, yo, Fifth, if you go to his Instagram page, you'll see it. He says, you are a liar. You're lying on someone else's D, who is Maserati Bud, G-Unit artist, who is clearly very close to your girl Claressa Shields, because she is close to him. He has been invited to multiple fights of hers, front row seats. He has been around her a lot, as if they are in a romantic situation. Right? Pap is in denial of these things. He says that this is clearly a lie, not my black queen. But if such evidence,
Yo, it just doesn't make sense. Why is he mad at 50 Cent when the dude himself is actually saying that him and Claressa Shields talk? Shouldn't your energy be directed towards that man and not 50 Cent? I feel like this is just a bad look all the way around. All the way around. Probably would have never happened if he didn't drop that that little freestyle. If he didn't drop those 2 freestyles, this probably wouldn't have happened, man. So you got to look at yourself. You got to look at yourself in the mirror, be accountable, and say, man, maybe this wasn't the best idea. Maybe this wasn't the best look to put this song out. I don't think it did what you wanted it to do.
that she did indeed, because I'm sure there's even more than what we've seen, that she did indeed lay down with this man. It's gonna get ugly. Is Pap gonna still be in denial? Is he gonna say that it's AI, or is he gonna accept that this may be an entanglement, quote unquote, like the great Will Smith, right? Yeah, end up like Will and be at the red table talk in an entanglement conversation. Is Clarissa gonna say this was an entanglement too, if videos surface of her clearly being with another man in a romantic setting? I wonder. Again, this is gonna get nasty. That's what I'm gonna say. It's cool that Clarissa's threatening.
You know what's crazy though? When I really sit here and think about it, everybody got something negative to say about 50 Cent, but we still haven't got no dirt on 50 Cent that's real. We got a lot of rumors, we got a lot of talking, we got shit that niggas talk about 20 years ago. Currently, I don't see a lot of dirt on 50 Cent. Really don't. Even women that be coming out, they be bigging him up. They be talking crazy about him. But all these other rappers, they got a lot of skeletons in their closet. It's starting to look like, I don't know, man. It's starting to look crazy. Why is it that all the shit that y'all be saying, that 50 is this super negative person? He's done all these things to everybody. He's such a bad person. Why we only hear that from niggas that used to be around him, that used to get money with him? We don't hear that from nobody else. Anybody else that was working with him, they like, yo, he helped me out with this. Yo, he gave me this. Yo, showed me this opportunity. Yo, he plugged me in with this person. Yo, he flyed me out over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm only hearing positive things from the people that are around him, but the people that are no longer around him and not getting money with him, that's where you hear the negativity. And it's like, is it really bad? Or is it just that's what y'all want us to believe? But when we look at these other rappers, the shadows is looking crazy. All of the closets is looking crazy with these other rappers that y'all really want to get responses from 50 Cent. Got to think about that. That's kind of crazy work. Maybe y'all are the ones that are out of y'all mind.
Suit fifth, that doesn't mean that these lawsuits will actually mean anything. It doesn't mean that it's gonna be a lawsuit that's gonna actually stick. Doesn't mean she's gonna win in court. But Fifth will sue because of legal funds in return if he indeed wins this lawsuit, which I think he will if she really is gonna sue. But once footage surfaces of her doing anything, that's gonna be the nail in the coffin right there. Like, that's it. You're cooked. You're done. Now, everyone in the video has seen you act in such a nasty way to Papoose. Wouldn't be Pap's first rodeo. Remy's gonna have a field day in a second. Just wait for it. I'm sure she's waiting for something to happen next with Fifth and his evidence before she decides to go ahead and drag Papoose in whatever way she can, because she will definitely get a kick out of doing that. So it's only a matter of time before that happens. So today's not really the best day for Papoose, but Papoose is acting as though he's in denial and that his queen would never do such things, and that this is all a facade. This is
Meet EM Sense.
I don't know, y'all. I don't know. This shit don't look too good for Papoose. Papoose. All I was saying is, I said this earlier, man. This probably would have never happened if DJ K Slay was still alive. Rest in peace, man. It just seemed like Papoose had a whole different energy when bro was out and alive, man. I don't know how. I never in a million years would have thought that he got caught up and this shit would look like the way it looks right now. It looks crazy. And I never thought they would break up. I never thought that Remy Ma and Papoose was gonna be done. We thought they were the amazing couple. Goals for black couples. It looked good, but when you go back and you look at the pictures, you can kind of see it. You see it. You know what I mean? The eyes don't lie.
Troll because his song is number 4 on YouTube Music, but Champ, it only lasts for a period. This is a diss track against Fifth. If that dies down anytime soon, just like it was number 4, it'll be at number 400 in just a second, Champ. Trust me, this is Papoose's biggest record of all time for him, because he's never in his life been anywhere near the top numbers in YouTube Music ever in the history of his career, ever. Let alone Billboard. Listen, it just won't happen. That's just how it goes, man. He's not a superstar. He is not a Billboard guy. He's never been that guy. He's always been a mixtape rapper and shall remain that way. And because he was a poor investment in DJ K Slay, his career never went anywhere. He was pretty much a failed investment. And hey, it happens to a lot of people who are just not built to be these mainstream successes. He just wasn't a mainstream success and is not built to be a mainstream success. So this is why we're here today and why he's clout chasing 50, because he's never had any mainstream success at all. And won't. Because after this, you will not be tuning into any more Papoose records or anything. You don't care about that. You only care about the demise of 50 Cent. Whether you agree or not, we know these things to be fact, because people are just haters, man. And people just want to see Fifth self-destruct. They think 50 is Drake, but he's not Drake. 50 is way too calculated to be a Drake. He's way too strategic. He doesn't drink, he doesn't gamble a lot, and he doesn't have any addictions like your boy Drake.
And the difference between him and Drake is that he just has so many different things going on for him financially. Y'all just don't realize it. But that man ain't going nowhere. He's creating everything in the culture that y'all fuck with. But you just don't see that. You don't know that he's part. That's why he says he's the algorithm, because he's part of a lot more than you think he is. So him and Drake, they not in the same predicament. You know what I'm saying? Drake is a music person, and he's not even from America. So, you know, that hurt him a lot when it came to the Kendrick situation. You can't really mess with a person in America that Americans, if they really love someone and back someone, they not going to let a Canadian dude come and wild out. It's only so long.
Fails because Drake is using too many vices at one time, and he just ends up being delusional and doesn't really have a strategy to go with anyone when it comes to battling. And when Drake has been in battles, he's always been on the bad end of the battle. Like situation and the Kendrick situation, it just was gonna end bad anyway. You dig what I'm saying? And everybody turned against him in return because there was just no chance of Aubrey winning. He got Jay Prince involved with a Pusha T thing, so it didn't get too out of hand. And I guess for this Kendrick thing, it just got way out of hand. But hey, Fifth ain't Drake, so I don't know why people are trying to make it seem like Fifth is Drake. He's not. He's a completely different animal, and he's been around in this game for nearly 30 years for a reason, and still relevant for a reason. Not everyone can say that. That's why he is one of the most famous rappers in the history of hip-hop. When you think hip-hop, you think Fifth. It's just a fact, all right? You think Kanye, you think Jay, you think M, you think Pop, just to name a few. This is just what it is, man. He's grown in popularity. He's made himself well known, and he continues to be on the internet causing havoc. That's just what he does, whether people like it or not. That's just what he does. And I guess him going at his opponents or his enemies in ways that seem like he's unbeatable, I guess it's his attitude, man. I think if you just a New Yorker in general, people just tend to not like you and tend to get mad that you are not like a complete crash out and well calculated when it comes to being in any type of warfare. That's just how I look at it. Maybe I'm bugging.
Nah, it's not like that. I disagree. I live in California right now. It's definitely not like that. Like they don't hate every New Yorker. It's kind of the energy that you bring. And if you have that energy like you better than everybody and you just cocky in nature and you start problems and you can't handle yourself, yeah, that's when people don't like you. But naturally, when you a smooth person, you cool. Now I will be honest, when you cool, sometimes people will hate on you, but that don't mean they hate you. That actually that's a way that they showing love in a way. I actually that's when I see because I get hate all the time. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? It come with the nature of the beast. If you're a cool person and most people gravitate to you and they love you, it's gonna be some of them suckers that look at you and be like, yo, man, I don't like that dude. I don't like how he moving. You know what I'm saying? He kind of funny, but it is what it is. They're gonna fall by the wayside. You can't pay attention to that shit. But 50, man, 50, he just come with some energy. I ain't gonna lie. It don't matter where he at, where he was from, where he would, you know what I'm saying? If he was from Atlanta, if he was from Chicago, if he was from anywhere, I think people would hate him because he came with some negative energy. He came with a lot of energy. And he didn't care. He didn't give a fuck if you liked it or not. I mean, when you think about it, look at the dude that he named himself after. He's named himself after the real 50 Cent, who was robbing rappers, sticking people up. He's a stick-up kid. Of course, if you got that kind of energy with you and that's who you idolizing and calling yourself, you got to really stick to that type of energy. And that's the energy he's been on since he got here. How to rob an industry, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think Clarissa is gonna be very successful in suing Fifth because truthfully, the last person that tried this wasn't too successfully either. I'm just saying. But Fifth will definitely soon return and get his money back from all types of legal fees and what have you. That's just what it's gonna be. That's how we're gonna see it, man. But listen, man, I don't know. This could get very much more out of pocket, especially since she's threatening to sue. This can only open the door for him to reveal more skeletons to save himself from any type of legal trouble. I'm just saying, gang, but look, how do y'all feel about this in the comment section? What's gonna happen next? Is it gonna get more evil by midnight? Yeah.
With what am I talking about? Because rap has not been only about raps for years. People, cousins get attacked, mothers get attacked, kids, all types of stuff. Nothing's been off limits when it comes to rap battles. I thought that Papoose challenging 50 would have been like deemed worthy, but 50 said that he's not doing that. Before we get into all of this, because this shit gets wild, I need y'all to do something for me. Subs, likes, run up that hype to help.
Yeah. Y'all do the same thing, man. I'm about to get up out of here. It's fucking on my side. It's 6:35 a.m. right now. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Drop y'all comments. Let me know how y'all feel about this situation. You think Clarissa really is out here cheating? Or you think 50 Cent is pump faking? Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be back all throughout times on this bitch. I'm going to be out here, man. So make sure y'all check the content on the page. Hit me with a subscribe. Hit me with a like. And let's get to it. Y'all have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you at. We out of here.